for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. In motion goes the tight end. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? 42 is the mark, boys. 42. 42 is the mark. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 35 yards. And the Bills will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Wilson will throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
Toss right side. It's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 73 yards. And the Bills are once again back in front. Allen will try to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 56.
Here's third and goal now from the 9. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This time, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
14.
Play action. Now Wilson. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Up past the 30, second down coming up. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 16, Wilson. And that's checked down to Gordon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets up.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll try the middle with... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. He's got Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's kobe824. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion comes the tight end left. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Wilson to Gordon out left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Eluding the pressure right. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.